girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They check second to 10. Hey.
Yo, what up, YouTube?
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we're in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New York Giants. Two teams have met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A toss out to Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. You draw corkers. Hit it.
To throw on third down. Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. They're going to try and throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Check.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 23-yard run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Barkley, toss play left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 67 yards. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your
and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. taking it in from a yard out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Steph Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. A former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run here with Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
These two teams all tied after one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Back. Check 4. Ready.
Now it's Barkley. He's got a first down of in-sub at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. Well, what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play, an absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, every time that play is called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Like running the same play, huh? Okay.
On his way to a monster
one of them type plays.
First half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Ingram. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Switch.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I
think so. Tom, you get in the shower, right?
Yeah.
Hey, check Mike. Watching your phone.
Would you please don't knock me down the steps? Okay.
Check.
Ow!
Check.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Move, Gucci.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Dude, you've been running the same play all game. Like, come on, dude.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Right here.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're getting closer here now to halftime, and we may need that halftime break just because there hasn't been and nothing but daylight ahead.
Look, same play.
He's at the 40.
That you've been running all game, my dude. When you talk about me running
a tremendous
with Lamar,
play there
really?
from Saquon Barkley, and even 70 yards. So he nearly took it. The distance gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
Let's
and
go.
A big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
He's got it to Ingram, complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
They did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alec Ogletree. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 1st half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this 2nd half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal. And I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt. You talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game tied this stage of the contest. Boy, it's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys have now moved out in front. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over
all I'm worried
and rebuild
about,
that confidence.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Jackson now. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, he got a couple more downs to play with.
Forced out to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Go, go, go. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Fourth down. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now it's Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Come on, Lamar.
And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right?
So
isn't it the most important
fucking
thing?
play.
It's football.
Bum-ass nigga.
They named the game for it. Take care of it.
Bum-ass nigga,
And
yo.
he'll get this up to the 30-yard
They'll run the same play all game.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So first and 10 now from the 30. On the run, it's Barkley. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
This is Barkley. Stays on his feet. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line.
Oh, he used 2 plays. My bad.
Past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
4 yards the pickup, first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Gotta figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Running left, it's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time."
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
You're a bum, Magic
to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jackson steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
They'll use the same play all game. I think I've seen 4 different plays from y'all. That's it.
Stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL
look
here
how much of a bum you is. Y'all ain't passed
From
nothing.
Baltimore, so long, everybody.
Bum-ass nigga. We all right, Lamar. We all right. Watch this. All right, now that's one. Look. Where my millies go? But where my millies go?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown
Model
New
PJ,
Orleans.
what's up,
the
bro? Let's
setting
have
in
some
this
fun.
dome
Let's
just
have a good
serves to
game.
amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Baltimore
same play.
Justin Tucker
I think all
set to
together,
boom this one away.
they ran
and
like
we are
4
underway
plays
from the Superdome.
all game. That's a bum to me.
Ready. 5-9.
Where's Michael Thomas?
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 31, Breeze, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Yes,
third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. That'll be complete to Cook. Fights through, and now a crease.
Good
He's
shit.
gonna get this all the way down inside the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The throw from Breeze into the hands of Smith. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. On the ground, this is Kamara. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second down, Kamara. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Breeze now. This is
good shit, bro. Good shit.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, Ingram takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that would come.
That didn't work out too well.
Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on second and 13. Jackson dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. It's caught at the 10.
Oh, come on.
And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a fourth down situation. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
Oh, my God, let's stop, bro.
Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Saints will have the football back. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And some room to roam now. Fighting his way through contact. And they nearly get this all the way down to the 49. That one good for 33 and a first. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Breeze. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Judon coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56. I got you.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. It's caught, Smith. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 27, Jackson got a man. It's Brown. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I got you. He get it. Check 31. Safe. Ball trot.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
Come on, Sneed.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Let's go, baby.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people
come
upset.
on, Lamar.
But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
47's the move. Check pass.
On 3rd down, Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
You ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Kill. Here we go.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. And that's caught by Smith.
That lucky-ass shit.
Takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Ready? Yellow lady.
I know he ain't got it. Strong right, strong right, strong right.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Breeze looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Good shit, bro.
A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20.
All right, let's see if I can get Mark going.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. On On third down, Mark Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Kill.
Slam. Check. Hot. Hatchet.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still
ain't blitzing.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Skirts by at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Here's Kamara off the draw. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for it. That's caught inside the 20.
I thought I had that, Joe.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them and now it's been a real issue for him during this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal.
Check out read.
Bree's going to throw here. And he'll take it
Good
into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over?
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in.
He got in there.
Was expecting
Good
a
shit.
fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Dancing to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's 2nd down. To throw again is Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Jackson will throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Guys.